Hello everyone! Oh, my camera got bumped a little bit. Hello everyone! Welcome to the club. Thank you for coming to today's stream. I think I just made it worse. I don't know, I moved some stuff and now it's like... I mean, I always feel like when I turn on my camera, like, for the first time, it never feels quite right for some reason. But anyway, welcome to my first stream of 2025. I don't know what we're doing today, because I have not been on Star Trek Online, for a few days. I've logged in briefly, but I didn't start on Red Alert or anything, so I don't know what I'm doing. Guess I'll find out. I might play through some story missions, we'll see. Yeah, should be a good time, hopefully. I'm hoping I don't open this and find everything completely broken. I heard I'm probably gonna have to, I guess I can change my outfit too, so. Should we do baddie? Yeah, I think we should do baddie. Hello, welcome in. Nice to see you here. I'm just figuring out what I'm gonna do today, but get my reputation going on. My inventory is so packed. You know what? That's the first thing I should do. I should empty out this inventory into the bank, because I don't need all this winter stuff hanging around in there anymore. So that will definitely clear up some space when I'm trying to clean up my reputation prizes. And I have two... I think I should probably trade in one of those, because I don't need two Extreme Lime Epos. I've gotten so many Extreme Lime Epos, and I don't really love the color, so not my favorite pet. I don't know, I guess, like, there's some, like, tones of green that are fine, but, like, the specific tone of, like, this lime green Eppo is not a color I like, for some reason. I'm just, like, on anything and everything that I see it on, I'm like, I don't like this thing because it's this color. Oh my, yeah. Alright, there we go. They're taking a little while to get into my inventory, it looks like. Maybe I went too speed. Or maybe the game's just broken today. Let's be honest with ourselves. Something's usually a little broken. It just depends on how badly it's broken. Okay. Wow, that was a delayed message, Stream Elements. Very, very delayed. Oh, one more to... I don't need any of this stuff, clearly. Alright, let's, put these things in the trunk until next winter. I was grinding so hard, and then I guess, like, the, Oh. Oh, I was gonna say, you should be able to stack more than 100. Okay. And then... And this is a wild... Wait, so there's a cherry and a wild cherry? Are they different? They must be different. Since I have slots, I might as well just keep, oh, I need to take them out of my... Yeah. Last time I logged in and, like, just did some stuff and then didn't actually, oh, wait. No, I keep that. I keep that. Didn't actually go and, like, play anything. So there's my first weapon. That's one of my devices. These are my devices. What's the other thing I had in there? Did I have a tribble? Oh, I think I had a healing tribble, but I put it on a... I definitely put an extra tribble on... I don't think it really matters. I put an extra tribble on one of my bridge officers because, I didn't want it in my inventory eating my food. So, that's my sword. Okay. Ground equipment, swapped back out. I think I can honestly put that in the bank. It's not very useful outside of the winter event, honestly. And the devices, and then we're all done. And I'm gonna... Actually, I don't know... Yeah, I think I could put that in here and still trade it in when I find the GPL converter thing. So I think doesn't the GPL converter let you trade in Epos for marks too? I don't know, but I keep a lot of them. I really did not do a lot of competitive race this year to get Epo tags because I was like, I don't need more Epos. I'm just gonna forget to run the task every day. And I'm gonna keep getting the same ones because that's how, like, every time I have Epos, a lot of times, like, my Epos, like, I completely lost my train of thought what I was saying. This is why, like, I shouldn't try to explain things, I guess. Oh yeah, about them all being the same. A lot of my Epos, like, once I start, like, raising Epos, for some reason, on, like, one character, they all tend to be the same, and they're character bound, so it's like, you can't trade them around, but, like, I have one that was always getting cherry, and I've got lime. Two of mine, actually, keep getting lime. I do think cherry and lime are pretty common, but, like, still, I'm like, why? Why me? Because it's, like, even, like, and then, like, I usually only get, like, the peppermint Eppo, and then, like, for the first time, like, ever, I got a Candy Striper one. And I was like, okay, really? And also, at first I couldn't tell the difference. I was like, okay, so there's Candy Stripe, and then there's, like, the Pep-O-Mint. It's a little funny. But yeah, so, yeah, but... Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I guess I could probably just work through the story. Where was I? Am I in Iconian War? I'm almost finished with Iconian War. I probably can try to finish this today. And I still have all this to go. At least I'm through Delta Quadrant. Once I'm through Delta Quadrant, like, because, see, I told myself I was going to play this through in order on this specific character, and try not to skip anything. So, I don't know, it's like, I just feel like it's an accomplishment to finish the story, even though, like, I'm well over maxed out at this point, but, you know, it feels fulfilling, and, because my memory is bad at times, sometimes it's like I forget about things, so I enjoy the story still. I will be right back in like 5 seconds. I have to reply to a very just quick text. Sorry. Alright, I am back. Sorry, I was like, there's stuff going on, and I did not mean to close that. I meant to transwarp. Ah! Okay. Going well so far. I felt like I needed to get on today because I canceled like last week, and yeah, I wasn't on last week, and I wasn't on like the week before, and I haven't streamed in like a while, so and I was like, it's a whole new year now, so needless to say, I don't think I did not declare any of my New Year's resolution as to stream more. My goal is to be more consistent with my content, but I am not promising more streams because I'm already like very I just have a lot of stuff going on. Though I did recently, some of my time freed up recently. I'll be making I'll have to make a statement on it in the next couple of days, but writing public statements is not fun, so I'm not going to do it right now. Play an STO instead, clearly. But I also can't get my legs comfortable. Anyway, but I just was like, I need to like manage my expectations on how much work I can like physically do.
Welcome. We have been working
Welcome.
both this facility
That
and
was
similar to the one developed by
her voice is very interesting.
Captain Nog might be able to explain more.
Oh, I love Captain Nog. Okay, I'm gonna just ignore people. Be like, you can hear back from me eventually. Hello! I hate the layout of this place. There we go. There we go. See-through floors are so cool, but like, creepy. Honestly.
I wish I was seeing you under
Anyway.
better circumstances.
Welcome in. Did I already say that? Okay, I generally know where we're at with the temporal stuff right now. I mean, not just because I played this mission before, but
it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. Yeah, exactly.
is this the one where you go to?
The most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics.
Is this the one where you go to Iconia?
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here.
Oh, where Noah's wife ceases to exist. Oh, well, yeah, there's that, but I can't remember the one where, like, you go to the Iconian thing.
Have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal.
Not yet? Okay.
Path, but it could be the one that leads to peace.
Kind of extreme, but whatever. Let's go have fun. Timey-wimey fun. Timey-wimey holodeck.
Hello.
Wait. Oh, I see. Back in time to Iconia? Well, like where they look like, I think it's back in time because they look all like way different.
Captain, you're alive. We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage. Sir, I'm not sure this is the time.
Oh, okay. So it's the next one. So I was saying I only have 2 left. That's why. Okay. I remember now. Sometimes I think I remember certain things and then I forget, like, there are in-between steps on there, you know? Where's the 3rd crewman? Oh, over there.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses.
Incoming hail.
Incoming hail. Oh my god. Oh, so I got my...
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless.
So, like, what did we do here? what even was the point of that? I get, like, that we ran the simulation, but we didn't even really do much except collect some log data. Weird. This is probably why I forgot about this mission. Whew. Whew. So I got a new dress, to cosplay Janelle Sky in. Well, yeah, no, I get like the concept of the, like, running a bunch of scenarios. I'm just like, I was like, what did we do by stepping into that holodeck except just collecting the logs? Like, we could have run that simulation from outside the holodeck at that point, is all I was pointing out. I get it, it's story-wise it makes sense, but like, I was just saying.
From that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your... From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders. Agreed.
Yeah, that's not a good timeline.
Another one of you.
Hey, it's our boy,
I don't
Noi!
know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so, but you're all the same.
You're all the same!
None of
This
us.
guy's
We
wild.
don't try to repair the damage The simulation is set for the USS Void.
It's fine. We get to get him later, so it's okay.
Don't mind Noi. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all,
I think
if
the
Voyager
Krenim
hadn't
kinda
restored
did it to
quadrant,
themselves,
we would
though.
have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians.
Mess around with time. Like, you start going fucky-wucky with the timey-wimey, then there's gonna be some consequences there, so...
Accept the rest. It is a pleasure to
What's
meet you.
gonna work?
Both Captain Nog
Teamwork?
and Seven speak highly of. I was on
Wait, yeah,
the
what
Alpine
is-
with Noi when we received. It is a pleasure to.
What
My
is
name
her
is
species?
Clara, and I am a Tutarian.
Oh.
We're from a region of the. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Goodbye. She's kind of cool looking, though. In a interesting sort of way. I like this holodeck, though.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here.
Oh no.
No, it's not. The hierarchy
Oh,
started
no.
setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok.
Is
was
Noi's
killed.
wife
They
the
started
one we were
to
just
build
talking
together.
to with
The
the
fact
with
that they
the
all agreed to
bald
do
head?
something Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon.
Oh god. Look, I said that she was like interesting. I didn't say that she was like sexy. What? But I guess, okay, you know what? She does have something going for her though, because these Tatarians kind of look a little bit like the Deltans, and we all know that Deltans are the sex gods of the Alpha Quadrant. So, you know, I guess the Tatarians are the sex gods of the Delta Quadrant. No, I get like noise. Oh no, okay, okay, never mind. I didn't read the whole thing. I was like, oh no, I get like what Noi's doing. I get why Noi is like mad, but I'm like, the credit as a whole did it to themselves. But that's your point. That's your point. Okay, I'm sorry. My reading comprehension today is like at an all-time low. My brain is in so many places. I tried to hop on here so that I could relax and think about Star Trek, but
Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem.
well, the Malon have always been a problem. So yell at each other for hours.
Here to preach about responsible waste management too. You can save it. We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If
Console. Oh, it was a hair wash day, and I'm shedding hair that got stuck in my products. It's like, it's very cursed and a little gross when it happens, but there we go.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous
Part of it was because I was too lazy to like fully blow dry it so it's air dried, and it got a little sticky, so...
Could possibly pressure the Malon to return.
Use the cops on him?
What is your question?
That's an interesting,
The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations.
Wow.
Good luck with that.
I mean, isn't this just like the normal timeline?
What do you want? Did the Bentham
I thought they didn't like each other anyway.
Or was it them? Fine. Run back to the...
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
I was gonna say, how much different is this than the normal timeline? Because, like, I don't think these people like each other in the primary timeline either.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased.
Oh, the hierarchy are... Okay, I missed... So it's because the hierarchy are like, fucking around, too. So there's another player, Potato Guys, that were not here.
Ambassador's log.
I mean, alliance is good, but it also seems like when there's an alliance, there's the Iconian problem. So, I mean... Well, but, okay, am I misremembering? Because I thought Shrek potatoes and who potatoes what? Okay, actually, like, as funny of a thought as it is, honestly, that's like a terrifying, prospect, because the Santarans are like hardcore, like, march, oh, come party. What? Party where? Where is this person? Oh, on Ryza. I'm in the middle of a mission! I don't know if he's watching. Let me reply to that, I guess. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, the Santarans are, like, hardcore, like, soldiers, so they're, like, super, like, violent and shit, and the hierarchy, I think, like, gets, like, a little violent, like, it sounds like they're conquering, but I think the scary part is, like, the way that they just basically, like, ask, like, the unseen hierarchy about everything, and those people have, like, very questionable choices. Like, they're not as directly, what the hell? I don't know what's going on there in my, chat, so I'm just gonna minimize that. Anyway, I was gonna say, because, like, the hierarchy are more, like, strategy-based, like, from a distance, and the Santarans are, like, march right in, oh my god, not the Strax hierarchy. So I'm just, like, I agree, ultimately, Doctor Who potatoes would make Trek potatoes into hash browns. I completely agree. I completely agree with that, but I'm also like, if they did join up, it would be like a terrifying force. Anyway, alright, thank you for a normal thirsty commentary, Redeem, because, Talin's always looking sexy, because Vulcans are always looking sexy. Like, 100% of the time. I have never seen a, okay, actually, that's a lie. 99% of the time, because there's, like, that one Vulcan from Enterprise that I can't remember his name. He disgusts me, like, in every way. There's actually probably 2 or 3 that disgust me from Enterprise, because the Vulcans were not very good in, that series. But, I mean, they were good from a story aspect, but they were not good guys, you know? Yeah, all adult Vulcanoids. Anyway, but the one, I think he's like the leader or something, who was like, I don't know, doing shit on stuff. Oh, I forgot about Vorik. He's nasty too, but like from a distance, he could be sexy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's only cringe because he doesn't know how to interact with people. If he just shut his mouth, he would be sexy. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Damn, that was useless. The
It-
icon of this
I-
scenario isn't as
Lower Decks is so cursed in my brain because, we can look at her for longer. Yes, Vorik is the one who was obsessed with Balana.
Perhaps I was.
But anyway, so, Lower Decks is just so cursed of a show because, like, the animation style is, like, supposed to be, like, a very distinct, like, cartoon appearance, yet somehow, for some reason, they managed to make some of the characters just, like, kinda sexy. I mean, I will say, Balana was pretty hot when she, you know, punched him. Fought his ass. That's what he deserved. But, like, I get, like, biology and everything else. Like, he wasn't fully in control of himself, but he was also just, like, the weirdest person. But like I said, that doesn't have to do with, like, him being, like, again, he's not even close to the most repulsive Vulcan, somehow. Like, what he has done is pretty repulsive. I'm not saying that, but I'm like, from a distance, you know? Like, those, like, Vulcan weirdos from Enterprise, I'm like, nah. Are we going off the bridge? Looks like it.
Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment, we need to talk.
Ew, I'm a Romulan now? Cringe. Just kidding, Romulans are sexy. No! No! Okay, I'm sorry. I have to just say something really quick, and then I'll, like, find something to say something thirsty about. But, like, most of the time, I do not like beards. I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I respect men who want to grow a beard, or anybody who wants to grow a beard, but, I don't think they're sexy. Like, depending on the person, like Riker, I think, looks good with a beard only because he looks, no, I'll get to some, I'll think of something. I'll get creative for you, Santa, but, I'm just like, this is just side Jazi commentary as a bonus, but, the only reason Riker looks good with a beard is because when he doesn't have a beard, he looks like kind of a baby, and over time he looks like less of a baby without a beard. I think it was just because he was, like, young and he looked like that, but, like, Riker is kind of an exception, but it's also, like, it depends on, like, the face shape, too, because some people, it's, like, just can't pull off the look, and it's not like I can't aesthetically appreciate that, but I was, like, when it comes to, like, my, like, attraction to men, like, I'm not attracted to men with beards. Like, I'm sorry if that, like, spoils anyone's, like, dream, but, like, no, I'm sorry, but, it's, like, and it's not even, like, I think they're gross or anything, like, if they're well taken care of, that's great, but I'm just, like, it's not my thing, like, I see so many, like, and then it's, like, I go on Tumblr and see people, like, making entire posts just dedicated to beard thirst, and I'm sitting here, I was like, I don't get it, I'm sorry, I don't get it, like, what? Sometimes I wonder what it's like to be in other people's brains, because I don't understand people. Anyway, But for the sake of this thing, because, I mean, I've said so much shit on here about characters I don't find sexy either, but I will say, over the course of, the development of Boimler's beard, over the course of the seasons, was, like, the funniest thing of the entire series. Like, just every time his beard was different. That was such a funny little detail. But, I will say that the thing that I find funniest about Bearded Boimler is the fact that there was at one point where Boimler said, like, in a log, like, when they were going through the log things, they were like, I have to get better at hiding my purple hair dye. Like, nobody can know that my real hair color is, and it just, like, cuts off. Think about the dedication this man had to dye his beard purple if his natural hair color is not purple. Unless hair dye means something else in the 24th century. Like, see, that dedication, that's thirst-worthy. That is thirst-worthy. Because, you know, if he's dedicated to that, you know what else he's gonna be dedicated for, right? I'm just, okay, I'm done! I'm done! Sometimes you get really funny thirst days, and other times you get... It all just depends on my mood.
What we do next.
Okay. What do we do?
Thank you for playing along, Subcommander. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I know.
Alright. Well, that was fun. I went to the wrong side. Wait, does this mean that his Section 31 clone also got purple dye? That's... No, like, it doesn't make sense. And I get, like, it was a throwaway line, so maybe, like, people forgot about that. But this whole time, like, I thought it was some sort of, like, at the beginning, I thought it was some sort of, like, I went too far. This whole time, I thought, like he was, like, doing something to his hair to, like, make it purple, that was not, like, dye, and then there was that line, so I think somebody just, like, forgot about it. But the other thing, too, is maybe the Section 31 clone, like, did something permanent, because honestly, like, it would look a little bit silly if, he, like, started growing stubble and it was, like, brown, or worse, like, blonde.
Secret conversations between the commander.
Oh, no. Haven't we had enough of these? No, that's not even a real thing. Okay, so... all because I sent one joke that said Pegnog. It was Pepsi Eggnog. That's what it was. It was not Pegnog.
I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together.
Hey, y'all are missing what the Romulans are doing.
We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
Look, Nog's got the lobes for Latinum, but he does not have the lobes for pegging. I'm sorry. It's just, it's not gonna happen. No, some of my family has... Seta was more focused on the fact that, like, was more focused on Star Trek Nog and said peg Nog more than the fact that it was horrifying enough that the video was Pepsi Eggnog. But I will point out, I did make root beer eggnog for a stream last year, because, the eggnog, like, actually, it's the Nog's Nog recipe in in the Winter Wonderland event, the God, yeah, the oh, I guess it was on Instagram. It wasn't even on here. It was on the my mind is in so many places at once. The Nog's Nog recipe has root beer in it, so I said, why don't I try this? It's not terrible, but I'm sorry, like, Pepsi? I don't like Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi. I do not like Pepsi at all. Like, I'll drink Coke, but, like, Pepsi for some reason is, like, a different kind of Coke that's, like, not good. And that's my personal take. I don't apologize. I don't care that much. I'm just being silly. Today is a silly day. Don't expect me to take anything seriously today. What we got here? New Romulans. That's what we did this timeline. I don't really care about the commander's personal log. But if there's Iconians in the historical files, did they just blow up? Sus? I don't like most of those. Okay, so here's the deal with me and soda, because this is really stupid. I like soda, like, occasionally, but I started drinking, because, so I used to drink a lot more coffee, and, after a certain point, coffee doesn't agree with me. It never really truly has, but just with, like, changing, like, medications I'm on and stuff, right now, like, I can't really have coffee. Like, I can have coffee, like, on very rare occasions. It cannot be a major caffeine source for me, and I do need caffeine because otherwise my brain's not awake. Like, even, yeah, well, no, it's not the caffeine, because I have to have a certain amount of caffeine per day, or for some reason my system will, this is so stupid, like, I don't know why I was born like this, but, I'm on ADHD medication, right, and I don't take it every single day, so sometimes I'll do caffeine and not take it, because it's on, like, a shortage still, so, like, I skip some days so I'm not ever, like, completely, like, ran out of it, right, usually I cut it pretty close, though, when I'm refilling, but, on days, like, I don't take my ADHD meds, it's just, like, a little bit of help for the brain juices, to help slightly with my executive dysfunction, but the part that's strange is, like, in, like, the middle of the day, like, sometimes between, like, 2 and 5, depending on what time I took my medicine in the morning, I will just crash. And that's not supposed to happen with an extended release medication, but it's, like, the only thing that works. So it's very weird, but it's, like, I found, like, if I have, like, a little green tea a little before that time, like, in the afternoon, early afternoon, then suddenly I don't feel that as bad. Like, so it kind of, I don't know if it's something, like, I'm eating that's eating up, like, because I'm very careful. Like, I don't drink the orange juice after I take my med, like, I don't do all the stuff that you're not supposed to do, right? But it just poof out of my system at some point, and I'm like, okay, thank you for that. Thank you for making me very sleepy for no reason when you're supposed to make me, like, not just want to sleep all day, you know? Well, that's like different chronic illness too, but yeah, it's like it's like for all the good things it does, it's like it's a little annoying to be on, but I'm also like, if I can't take anything else. Like, my body just literally hates everything. So, like, the fact that it doesn't make me super sick is why I'm, like, still on, like, most of the medications I'm on, because it's like, that's the alternative, is, like, being sick or completely out of it or feeling like I'm not a real person. Like, that's, like, any meds. I can't even take ibuprofen because it doesn't agree with my stomach, so yay! Gotta take other stuff. So, anyway, but so because of that, information no one asked for, I have, like, different caffeine sources. Never energy drinks. Never energy drinks. I will not drink energy drinks. They make me vibrate and I don't like it. Like my whole body will just shake and it's not good. So I gotta get this going so that...
The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg. The data in this simulation does the political calculus of the quadrant.
So, yeah, this mission and the timeline stuff, like, when they're, like, deleting major stuff, I feel like as a temporal scientist, my character, Janelle Sky, would be, like, losing her shit right now. 'Cause, like, she would know, like, this shit in a way that I think the Krenim think differently than I think Starfleet temporal scientists. So, anyway, but, oh, I was finishing on my caffeine sources, though. My favorite caffeine source is, like, iced tea or green tea. I don't know why, like, I will, like, drink hot tea, and I make hot tea pretty regularly for, like, my voice and stuff, because it's especially really nice in the winter, and just in general if I'm, like, using my voice a lot. But I'm also kind of like, I'm just such a hoe for iced tea, like, iced drinks in general. I love iced coffee. I love things like that. But so I shouldn't have said I'm such a hoe for them, but I can't think of a better word right now. But because the closest store to me, because see, sometimes I'm just lazy, but the majority of the time, like, if I have a hard time doing things, it's not just because of my executive dysfunction, it's also because I have other conditions and other physical disabilities that affect my daily life. So, sometimes, like, if I want iced tea, I'll just go to the store and get iced tea rather than, like, make iced tea. I need to stock up on getting iced tea to make, because obviously that lasts a lot longer than ready-made iced tea, and, you know, in the coming year, I'm expecting the prices of everything to shoot up, so I do need to get stocked up soon, but, we'll update in a couple months, I guess, but if I actually start making my iced tea, but, the closest store to me, I don't like most of the brands of iced tea that they carry, and they always seem to be out of, like, the good things, right? So it's like, sometimes I'll get, like, okay, so the brand that I think is, like, very mediocre is the Milo's brand that's, like, in a lot of Walmarts. Because in my town, like, we have, like, there are 2 Walmarts in my town. I don't live in a huge city or anything. And literally, like, there's 2 Walmarts. It's insane. Like, down the street from each other. It's ridiculous. And so it's like, I have to shop there because it's like, there's nowhere else to go. So it's like, I am stuck with the smaller Walmart's selection of iced tea. And if I don't like that iced tea, then I end up, like, drinking soda. So all this to say that over time, I've been more accustomed to drinking soda, because it's easier to get and tastier than if that's the only iced tea available. But the bubbles, I don't like the bubbles. Like, the whole, like, McDonald's Sprite thing, I'm like, I'm so glad I don't eat McDonald's anymore, because, like, the McDonald's Sprite, wouldn't the 2 Walmarts be competing with each other? You would think that, but there's yet another Walmart right in the next town over. And so there's technically 3 Walmarts within, like, I don't know how many miles radius, but not too far apart. Yeah, it's actually, like, when people say, like, oh, it's so easy, like, to be shopping at Walmart, I'm like, y'all check, like, it's so easy to quit shopping Walmart is the sentiment I've heard a lot, because, I mean, Walmart kind of sucks as a company, but I'm like, check your privilege, because, I'm sorry, like, Walmart came in and took over all the shit in our town. Like, we do have other stores, but, like, there's really only, like, one other grocery store, and it's not easy to get into, and it's also crowded. It's crowded. The Walmart's crowded. The smaller Walmart is crowded. Like, everything is crowded somehow. All of them at once. The third is sometimes less crowded, but it's also technically kind of an older Walmart, so I don't think it's... sometimes I wonder if they're not sending the older stores as much of the same stuff. But I actually legitimately remember, in this area, like, there used to be only the one Walmart that was the next over. And now there's 3. Like, that have popped up in the past 10-ish years. Because I was away from this area for a while, and then, like, I came back, and yeah, anyway. But I was gonna say, though, for a little bit of, like, also, welcome in, Sophie. Sorry, I forgot to greet you. Oh, I have an ad break that's gonna make me do, but let me get back to the game. So, I was gonna say, on a positive note, for prices shooting up, though, especially for us Americans, but it will probably affect everybody, like, a lot of people in the world. Like, the one thing that I'm working on to try to, like, make myself feel a little bit better is, like, trying to, like, when I can, obviously, like, not, like, stock up and hoard things, but try to, like, you know, build, like, a small stock of, like, you know, foods that, like, last a while, like, you know, like, dry pasta and stuff like that, things in jars and cans, like, just, you know, like, you don't have to do it, like, all at once, but, you know, like, just kind of, like, thinking about it and trying to think a little bit ahead, because it's, like, if, like, things really go to shit, they're gonna go to shit for everybody, you know, like, but it's also, like, and I'm also trying to tell myself, like, I need to start getting more comfortable with making things, like, cooking, and it's not that I can't cook, I actually love cooking, I just, like, I don't cook because I only have so much energy in a day, I only have so many spoons, and sometimes those spoons don't get used for cooking, they get used to do my fucking job, so, but, there are, like, one thing that I've been doing too, because I know that the things that will shoot up first will be things that are imported, so I've stocked up on, like, all of, like, the good ramen, you know, but yeah, it's like, unfortunately in America there are not as many options as people outside the US seem to think, and right now nobody really seems to be addressing that issue or focusing on it, because, you know, but yeah, it's like, there's stuff that we can definitely, like, do over time, and, like, to, you know, slow the descent for our personal lives. Like, I honestly, like, I'm trying really hard with my platform to, like, you know, be aware and, like, talk about things and not, like, not talk about them, because I think avoiding the topic is a really big problem and is just going to lead to more ignorance, but I also think that, like, there's a little bit, like, of a responsibility I have as a creator to, like, still be, like, a positive space for people who are going to be, like, struggling a lot, like, including myself, because, like, there are some aspects where I am aware I have a privilege that other people do not, but it's like, ultimately, we're all going down together, so we might as well, like, just stay in solidarity with each other, and, you know, and it's like, because especially, like, you know, like, if morale is not kept high, people are just gonna lose hope and give up, and that's not good, so... I'd call it the spirit of Star Trek. I think a lot of people call it that when they're talking about the same phenomenon. Okay, it's gonna make me do an ad break in 7 minutes, it looks like, so let me see what I can get through in that time. And I think I'm running out of water already. Been thirsty today. Thinking of all the thirsty redeems just earlier. Am I being... Oh, I'm not being bothered.
Target acquired and locked.
Target acquired.
That's pretty dense.
Is this rock pretty dense? Is that what that was for?
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
It's warping away while the thing's still there.
Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Y'all were warned. Y'all were fucking warned.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander.
Since when is the Borg? Since when are the Borg the sexiest faction? What is going on?
The whole system can't be assimilated. That is a lot of Borg.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna fly right into the Borg. Hey Borgies. Hey Borgy Borgs. Hey Borgy friends.
The planet has been completely assimilated. A Borg ship's decloaking.
The Borg have cloaks now because they assimilated the Romulans.
Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Hey, imitation is the highest form of flattery. I have been on one today. I don't know why I keep that. I think, did I ever fix this build? Oh, no, those aren't horrible shields. They're just, oh, because they're Borg. They drain them. Duh. Wait, what did I walk into and why is the Borg the sexiest in notifications? I had a... that's not why... I wasn't thinking specifically about the Cations or anything. I was just... I was just, like, thinking... Since when were the Borg the sexiest faction? Yeah, well, welcome to this stream. It is a cursed ass time. We have had so many topics today. Borg, our sexiest faction-wide memory of all the... Okay, okay. Alright, you got me there. You got me there. I think that's still a little bit cursed. I mean, no, 7 of 9 is hot, but, like, she's also, like, human, so... And we don't say humans are the sexiest faction, so... That Gorm boss from the TFOs. Okay, well, I'm not a Gorn fucker, so... Look, if I think about it too much, I will have even a harder time trying to stay on topic. So... Oh my god, I almost forgot. I have a new pin that's in the other room. And so, like, I'm not gonna go get it. Well, maybe I will. If it's gonna make me take an ad break, maybe I'll go get the pin. I have a Garashir pin now. I got it as a gift. So... I also, like... Back in my mind, I was like, I really should not be buying things for my trinket hoard, but I'm like, well, fuck it, the world might be ending anyway, so, why not have a little small bit of joy purchased from a small business, human-made creations, you know? Yeah, I'll go get it when it makes me take my ad break, so I can show it off, because it's very fun. But I've also thought about, like, getting some custom... There's a person that I know locally who makes a lot of, like, she has, like, little rubber ducks, and she makes little cosplays for them, and so... I was, like, looking maybe into commissioning some custom work for some Trek ducks. and also like and just also like with my character on them. I don't know. I really should not spend money on this, but I so want to. I so want to. Technically, the spoiler window, like, where, like, has passed, but I will also say that I saw everywhere, like, I had it spoiled for me. I didn't care that much, because it just made me want to watch the episode sooner, but I saw the, I saw, like, all the pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh, there's no fucking way. And then I was like, oh, it's kind of like... Well, you'll just have to watch it. It's kind of a... It's a little, like, it's a little funny how it happens. Because it's, like, it's canon. And it is 100% canon. But it's also, like, different. Alright, well, you have fun with this little debate in the chat while there's a little break momentarily. Thank you. Alright, I'm back. Oh, there's a few more seconds of the ad. Okay, so I have thoughts. I'm back and have thoughts on the chat conversation that I need to say on, but first look at the pin. I went and got it. My ring light's kind of reflecting on it. This is the artist down at the corner, just by the way, it's Griffle, spelled like that. And they gave Garrick a little tail. Anyway, so, to answer what Whatsa said, because I have studied this, it was actually something that I, like, when I watched, okay, so, I won't get too personal into it, but, like, when I was first watching Deep Space Nine as a teenager, I was just barely figuring out my own sexuality, and I was not raised in a necessarily homophobic household, but I was raised in a very homophobic community. And obviously I'm not straight, so, like, I can speak on this topic. So it was a different experience for me to watch Deep Space Nine as a closeted teenager versus watching it as an out adult. And something that I noticed in Deep Space Nine as an adult, and again, also just like a second watch, like with fresh eyes sometimes, is that a lot of Garashir, and I wasn't always like a big shipper of it, but over time I was like, okay, the subtext here is intense. So if you actually look at interviews with Andy Robinson and oh my god, what's his first name? Siddiq. Yeah, I don't know why I only remember his last name for right now. Oh, my brain's so fried today. But I don't think it's necessarily Alexander Siddig. Okay, yeah, I was like, why is that? Can I not remember his first name? I'm the worst. It's fine. But when you look at interviews of them, you'll talk about, especially like Andy Robinson. Andy Robinson played Garrick as pansexual from like day one. The only reason why Garashir, like, because Star Trek is a vision of the future, but it's also like, because it is made now, it is subject to the stereotypes and cultural norms of the 1990s. And there was homophobia in the 1990s, so therefore there was homophobia in the show, even though there was no, the only overt homophobia was in Rejoined, and it wasn't necessarily homophobia, but I have thoughts on a Rejoined. That could be like a whole rant on its own, because I both love and hate that episode in so many ways. So many ways. Anyway, basically it's like, I don't think it's a matter of like ye old BS. I think it's like, because I don't think it's a need of Bashir to hide who he is. I think that Bashir generally copes with his situation, because he does have something to hide, but it is the genetic manipulation, like Tacos said here. It's like, I don't think it's the ye old BS, but I do think there's a degree of where he's coping with, like, going out with a lot of women. Oh, what's bought from the Throne wish list? I haven't checked the Throne in a while. Let me check that so that... Oh, I'm not logged in. Oopsies. I thought I had notifications up for that. Okay, I'm gonna try to log in real quick. Oh, nope. Nope. Okay. Let me in! Okay, so... What did it do? Oh, yay! I remember what this is. Oh, apparently it's sold out. I'll have to check on that later, because apparently it says it's... apparently it says that it's sold out, so if you paid for it and it didn't actually buy it, I might have to go see if I can refund it, because unfortunately it's not available. That's so sad though. I'll check on that later. I'm not gonna forget. I do need to remember to anyway. No, that is a pin like I wanted to add to my collection for so long, but I'll see if there's a way that I'm able to get it, because it might have paid out for me to purchase it. So I'll just check on that. I need to keep that in the memory because I really appreciate it, and I don't want your money to be wasted by me not being able to get the thing that you got. So thank you so much. Anyway, so what I was going to end on with the thing that I was saying though, is that ultimately I think a video that provided a lot of insight into the homophobia, and it's not like overt homophobia, it's exclusionary homophobia. So it's kind of like they didn't have explicit queer representation in 90s Star Trek, not because people didn't want to, like Jonathan Frakes was like begging the production people to like cast what's their names, Soren in that one Next Generation episode. He wanted Soren to be played by a masked actor so that it would kind of sell the idea more. Having the character already be more feminine and like then identifying as female, he kind of, I don't know what his exact wording was, but he kind of felt that it wasn't as impactful of a story as it could have been. It was still, like, for the time, a lot, and very ahead of its time in a lot of ways, but now, I had issues with that episode too, because I do not like the ending. I do not like it at all. But is it gonna let me remodulate? There we go. There's more. There are more. Let me get a turret up. Maybe. There we go. But yeah, like Riker has always given not quite straight. The thing is, that's coming straight from the actor who spent a lot of time with this character, you know, thinking about this. And it's like, if they say it like, you know, I'm like, look, I support it. Like, if the actors support it, I'm like, you know what, must be there. And sometimes actors like don't support it, but then you have to wonder, like, okay, well, why'd you play it? Why'd you play it so gay then? You know, like, you didn't want this character to be a little gay, but not Riker's. No. Me trying to fight Borg. Well, like, God, but I think another thing too, and this is like totally up to the way that people watch shows. This is me as a queer person who like really like. Oh, I think a lot of us queer people really grab onto subtext, and again, if that's not the way that you watch shows, that's totally okay. But it's like I read into subtext a lot in shows. So for me, like, I've like Dax has always been queer. Like, even like before Rejoin, I was like, okay, like I feel this kinship with her. Like, she must be queer, and she's just like so open about everything. I think it's just kind of more of a, I think of it as more as like, you know, there probably was like, you know, woman that she was dating. It's just we didn't see them on screen. I mean, we didn't see a lot of her dates on screen. So what's to say that it's not there, you know? Because it's like, there's obviously like, I see TV shows like we're seeing a peek into these characters' lives, and obviously they're not real. We're seeing them as the writers want us to see them, but I do think of it as like, if they were a real person, we're seeing a portion of their lives and not the whole picture. So yeah, that's how I look at it. But But it's like, I think... But I think also with Bashir, I see Bashir specifically as like a coping mechanism, because he's like, I think he thought he could be like smooth with women. I don't think he felt like he could be smooth with men. He wasn't smooth with women at all. He was kind of like over the top, but all the more reason why he's like, he's not, I don't think he's really super comfortable with the vibe that he created for himself, you know? Because, like, I think he thought in his head, but deep down he was very, like, insecure. Bashir is a character that, like, hides a lot of insecurity behind layers of things. And I think initially before they came up with the genetically engineered storyline, it was a different insecurity than, like, he played after. But there was also, like, a boost of confidence that he sort of had, that I kind of noticed, like, after his genetic alterations came to light. He was kind of like, ooh, yeah, look at me, like, I don't want to brag, but, you know, look at this. But, I do also think, like, and it's like, I don't necessarily think that shows about the future should completely remove things about, like, our current society. I do wish that less shows would make homophobia, like, a central to the plot type thing, unless there's, like, really a reason for it. In sci-fi, I think it's a little weird to have a lot of homophobia, but it's also, like, if you don't discuss those things at all, it's hard to, like, you know, show it as a show, like, you know, we should be progressing to this, because you have to show people, you have to show your audience, like, the way to progress. Like, you know, like, with the pronoun conversation everybody likes to make fun of in Discovery, like, that was a great moment, because for a lot of people, like, they wouldn't think about that. And it's like, that's a reflection of, like, you know, I don't think, like, anyone was intentionally misgendering Adira. They just, like, didn't have that conversation. And so it's like, oh, well, you told me, so now, like, that's all there is to it. And that's all there has to be to it. Like, you know, you're corrected and then you move on. And I think that was I don't know, I hate people making fun of it, because I was like, it was fine. It was fine. Like, of all the things to complain about in Star Trek, and you choose that, literally Shatner being homophobic, but playing Kirk is this masculine. No, like, Kirk, I used to think, like, oh, yeah, Kirk's totally bi. And I'm like, maybe he is a little bit, but, like, honestly, like, all of the women he's with, it's giving, like, performance. Like, he goes and gets with women, basically, like, to prove he can, for some reason. And not because, like, he's just like, oh, because I can type thing. And then, like, the reality is, it's like, he's just really into Spock. He's not even gay, he's just really fucking into Spock. It's just, that is his sexuality, is Spock. And the whole time. And it gets like, it's not even the biggest gay ship in the saga. It is the biggest gay ship in, like, all of fandom. Like, Spurk is the entire reason why we have fanfiction the way we have today. Like, Spurk shippers laid the foundation that they were the original. Kirk was the guy walking around with me. Yeah, he really wanted to... Where are the Borg ships? He just really wanted to project, like, an image of masculinity, but, like, I think, honestly, some of it... You know, the thing is, there are so many layers here that, like, again, Shatner played the character, and yet he doesn't seem to see that, like, you know, there are real-life gay men who do put on a certain performance of, like, masculine gender roles because of, like, we live in a homophobic society, etc. I was like, the layers here, like, it's just, oh man, this guy's not straight. Oh, I flew past them. I thought that some of them cloaked or something. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot to check? Oh. That's also probably why I'm dying faster. But my loadout seems to be okay. The sick bay scene. See, the other thing too is, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I read, like, Bones as a little bit bi, too. Like, I don't think any of those three men are fully straight. Bones is the only one who I think, like, actually likes women. Like, I think he likes women, but I think he's also bi. Because I think that he's not really, like, 100% sure about it, and not because of, like, homophobia, per se, but, you know, sometimes, like, you just, like, until you, like, have an experience, you sometimes, like, don't know, like, what you like or something. Like, not everybody. Some people know, and some people don't, you know? But, it's like, I read a little bit from Bones. I was like, I think he projects a lot of, like, negativity onto Spock, because deep down, he doesn't know how to deal with the fact that, like, he thinks Spock's a little bit cute. But I think that McCoy actually does like women. But again, like, because the second half of that is the unpopular part. But I don't think he's straight. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Transmit the data! Hurry! We're losing power! Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved.
Data logs. Oh. No, they're still coming! Ah! Ah! Back when they were in the closet so deep they were having adventures in Narnia. Oh damn, I'm only gonna have time to finish this one mission today. I gotta log off. I gotta make popcorn for an activity tonight. You have to take it into context that Kirk was also a personification of Roddenberry. No, oh, Gene Roddenberry. He was genuinely, like, he seems like such a funny but cursed ass man. Like, he had his own asshole streak, I think, but he definitely wasn't nearly, like, the level of Dick Berman. But, you know, like, he had his own sort of, like, dickish streak, but I also just think, like, he's so funny. Like, just such, like, a character, but, you know, a real person. He was just thirsty. Well, I've heard, like, mixed things, because I've heard he had an asshole streak, but let's be real, most men who were, like, in any sort of, like, entertainment back then, and even now, most men in any sort of entertainment have an asshole streak. Like, it's just how it is, unfortunately. Not that I'm excusing it, but it is, like, a thing. I try really hard not to be the asshole, but sometimes when I encounter other assholes, I am an asshole back, so...
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
You have to take...
This isn't the only thing. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the...
An asshole streak, but only because of his vision. What?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg.
Uh-oh. It's happening!
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
Yield Roddenberry like woman. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that's the asshole streak where he was like, where he basically was like, every woman is sexualized. That's kind of an asshole streak because it should be on the terms of the woman, not, you know, some dude.
Is there anything we can do?
I'll take fully functional androids over firing Dax as actor. Yeah, literally, like, fucking Rick Berman, man. If y'all, all you have to do, if y'all have not looked up Berman Trek, the video, it's like a YouTube, like, long video essay thing. Like, you just, you've got to watch it. It's pretty long from what I remember. I don't remember exactly how long, but it's definitely worth the watch if you are not yet aware of Rick Berman's role in 90s Trek. And it's actually, DS9 was the series he had the least influence on, and not coincidentally, it's also the series that had the most queer representation and subtext in general, so.
We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some very. But from what we've already,
it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, no, like, it's like, it's why, like, hero worship is dangerous. Like, you need to think of other people as, like, human beings with flaws. Because it's like, I don't know, I get uncomfortable if I, like, even if I get put on a pedestal, because I've experienced this, like, on a very small scale, because I'm not, like, super popular or anything, but, like, I notice, like, sometimes, like, people will treat me differently because they, like, see me as, like, when they see me as some sort of, like, authority, and it's like, okay, like, I'm just a person, like, treat me like a person, and I will treat you normally, and, you know, of course, like, with boundaries and stuff, because it's like, if I'm, like, if you're, like, just, like, a follower of mine and, like, we're not, like, close, it's like, I do have to have some boundaries, of course, but it's also, like, I want to be friendly with everybody, and I genuinely like talking to people when I get the chance, you know? Like, I'm not an asshole most of the time, but, it's like,
It has been good to have you here.
it's just, like, we just, I don't know, we just need to acknowledge that, like, everybody is a human being, and nobody is perfect, and we shouldn't expect perfection from anybody, and again, like, hero worship isn't great, because, like, they're probably going to disappoint you, but they can't disappoint you too much if you, like, and I'm not excusing horrible behavior, but it is, we do need to have a little bit of, like, grace for humanity, I don't know, and save the negative energy for people who do really fucked up stuff, because there's not enough, we have normalized the most fucked up shit in our society, and, like, not, because we're too focused on stuff that really, in the overall scheme of things, is not as big of a deal. Oh, that might be fun. I'll try that console in my build. So I'm kind of working on a little temporal build with this. Oh no, it might not go with it. We'll see. Oh, I got an Endeavor reward. Focused Assault Training Manuals. Oh, that's got 3 things in it. I will keep that boxed up for now, I guess. Oh, let me put my traits back. I'm gonna have to log off for the day because I gotta go, make snackies for a thing tonight. Won't take me too long, but, you know. Oh, I think I had fluidic antigens. I don't remember. I'm definitely lucky. Mental discipline. But I'm gonna be signing off really soon. But, I hope everyone had a good time, as cursed as the stream was. I don't even remember what traits I had. Something like that. No, I don't want that. It was not that one. It was... I had this. I definitely had that. I think I had that. And I had one of the shield things. It's like, no, my build was generally working for me in this ship. It needed some improvement, but was okay. We'll go with that for now. This is what I'm annoyed about, because I don't remember for shit what I had on my rep on this build. And it fucked up my tray, so... but if I don't put anything in here, then I'm gonna forget to do it next time, because I always forget, like, whenever it resets, I just... Unless I get, like, new things to look at and add, I'm like, I just kind of let this go for the most part. Unless I, like, notice a problem, like, you know... why not? I'll just, put some, stuff on there. I think I had sensors. I don't know what I had. I don't know what I had at all. Because I might want to redo these after I do, like, some, after I finish getting up to tier 6 on all of my rep on this character, but I'm just kind of... These seem very in character for this character, so there we go. Okay, I remember what I had active on ground, because I had this, and I had... No, I had this, and I had the tachyon thing, and I had the ship. I know that's what I had. And I know I had this, and I think I had that. I don't remember if I liked it. And I had the regenerative thing and that. That's what I had. On this build, but remains to be seen if I keep that, because I probably just screwed it up, but try my best here. No one likes when things just go poof that you worked on and then oh well. But okay, let me see who is available to raid really quick. Oh yeah, so those, yeah, so I just got an email from Throne, by the way, for Seda's update on the gift, is that because it couldn't be ordered, I don't know what it wants me to do with it, but, it was not able to be ordered. So let me look if I'm able to get it on the website. Because I think the problem might just be that the item's not available on the Etsy store anymore. But I follow the artist, so I am aware of her website. So let me see if the item is not available on her website, I will refund that. I'm so sorry that you tried to give me a gift and it did not go as planned, but I do really appreciate it. And I'm gonna go look through. Oh, she does have it. Maybe? Was it the Voyager combat? Yes, yes, it is available on the website, so, let me see if I'm able to get that. If I'm not able to, if it's not, like, available in the color, I will refund it, but, like, I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm going to try really hard to figure it out so that, yeah, but I guess either way, it's a refund, if not, so, anyway, but, again, thank you so much. I'm going to, try to fix my throne, because I need to check the Etsy listings are not also gone, but I also am like, people don't order stuff from my throne a ton, I just kind of have it there for funsies. Anyway, where is my Twitch app? There we go. Okay, I don't know who's online. Does anyone know someone that we should raid? Who is following? Who am I following? Oh, yay! I have people I'm following that are on. Okay, once again, thank you so much for joining me for some chaos. Sorry I got a late start today. I'm gonna try to be more on my schedule the next couple of weeks. Just as usual, I usually stream at around the same time on Fridays every week. Unless I have an event, I often have events that are weekend events, and so it's like a Friday through Sunday thing. So those days I do not stream, but I try to notify you in advance. But sometimes I forget because my schedule is very chaotic. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you maybe next time. Bye for meow.